Pretty bad for the Lakers, and this weekend it got even worse. Lonzo Ball has been shut down for the rest of the season with an ankle sprain, and if that wasn't enough, Brandon Ingram will also miss the rest of the season after tests revealed what's being called a blood clot in his arm. The Lakers have 16 games left and are now 7.5 games out of a playoff spot. So, Shannon, what's going on with the Lakers?
Skip, to say this has been a disastrous year would be an understatement. I don't think anybody envisioned a situation like this. But Brandon Ingram, BI's situation is bigger than basketball. Now, the last guy that we remember had a blood clot in the NBA, Chris Bosh. It ended his career. Now, there's another athlete that has blood clots, and she's done quite well dealing with them. That's Serena Williams. B.I. was starting to play some of his best basketball. We're starting to see, okay, now I can see why the Lakers took this guy number 2 overall. Now, a guy that can put the ball on the floor, get to the hoop, can shoot the three, mid-range game, post up. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is the B.I. that we saw, say, Skip, the last 10, 12 games that we had wished we had seen at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Lonzo, B.I., and LeBron they played 23 games together. Last time they played,
they're really good when they played those
15 and 8. The last time that we saw all three of those guys on the court together was Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the last time we saw them together.
That was the height of these Lakers. Yep.
Went to Golden State and put a shellacking on him. Bron gets hurt, and we know what happened after that. Skip, for me, looking at it, teams are going to have to take a long, hard look because they said, what are we doing here? Because I believe any trade scenario, let's just say take it from a trade perspective, any trade scenario is probably going to involve him or was going to involve him. Not only are team doctors, they're going to get some of the most renowned surgeons around the world. Okay, what is the long-term prognosis of something of this magnitude? Skip, you're not giving up Anthony Davis for a guy that you only might have for a year. That's not going to happen. That's what's concerning. So this is bigger than basketball. Even though he was starting to play some of his best basketball, he was starting to look like a player like, oh, okay, Brandon Ingram, B.I.'s on his way up. Oh, I can deal with this.
Yeah.
Lonzo, maybe it's a situation, Skip, he's a slower healer than some. Now, they said, 6 to 8 weeks, and now we're 2 months. They shut him down, so basically it's going to be...
Now they're saying there's a bone bruise.
Right.
I don't know.
Skip, remember, he had also, how you going to get up out of it? Limp. When you rehab and training are entirely different things. Rehabbing is just trying to get you back to a point. Training is you're putting your body through a sequence of events that when you need to call on it in the fourth quarter or you need to call on it, it's there to respond. Well, all he did was rehab. He never got a chance to train, Skip. So this is where we are. Now, are they shutting him down for the long-term prognosis where he's going to be our starting point guard? Or are we shutting him down to make sure he's 100% healthy when this trade comes along? I go back and forth. A part of me say, you know what, I think the Lakers like Lonzo. And I think, he played, I don't see superstar like you do, but I see a very good point guard. And he plays the defense. Now, he's not a tremendous on ball, but he's long, he's rangy. He can play passing lanes, he can block shots, he can rebound the basketball. Or are we making sure he's healthy for when this trade or a trade scenario comes along? I go back and forth. I'm not really sure, Skip. But this is, LeBron cannot fall prey to this. And a lot of people say, well, I don't know what LeBron is playing for. He should just take the rest of the year off. Now, a lot of people in the media that saying LeBron should take the rest of the year off were those that criticized him when he was taking time off to rest.
Sure.
Oh, LeBron, I can't believe you would do this. Michael Jordan never rested. Oh, Karl Malone never rested. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, all the greats, they played. Now, you want LeBron to take time off. LeBron James gonna play and play very, very well, I might ask if you saw that. Did you see Saturday night, Skip Bayless?
I watched every dribble of it.
27 minutes, a little under 28 minutes, 27-46, 30, 10, and 12.
Quietest 30 I've ever witnessed.
That's what he do to you. You don't even know it, Jenny.
No, you.
He done paper cut you so many times. You walk out of there and the judge, you think you just like, what happened? Did I not eat? LeBron done nicked you to death.
Nicked you to death.
Nicked him to death, Skip Bayless. And guess what, Skip? When LeBron James was on the court, they're plus 11. When he was off the court, guess what he was, Skip Bayless? Minus 24. So he's still that guy. Don't let this see.
I was just looking at the final score because I lost it. I couldn't remember because I
Did you not hear what I said?
120 to 107.
Did you not hear what I said? LeBron James, when he was on the court, was plus 11. When he was off, he was minus 24.
Yeah.
Here's Jenny. What the final score, Skip?
Maybe should have played more minutes.
So that's 13. That's 13 points right there, Skip Bayless. You can count. I know you're an English major, but you can count old simple addition. But anyway, Skip Bayless, you know what's going to happen.
30 and 36.
Yes.
30 and 36.
Okay, your point is?
That's enough. You know, I am actually shocked at how trusting you are of all the information that has been disseminated by the Los Angeles Lakers. And Ernestine always says, I have trust issues, and I do, because I'm always too suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious, highly suspicious of all of the above. And again, I've told you many times, as you're finding out about this job that we do, that you're younger in than I am. I've been doing this for a long time. The hardest part of this job is to know injured or not injured. It's just impossible because unless we could invent a machine whereby you could hook it up to that player and you could also hook it up to you and feel the pain or feel the problem, there's no way of knowing just how hurt X player is, right? So all of a sudden, look, and again, I'm with you. If there's a blood clot situation going on, that is way beyond basketball.
Yeah.
That is highly serious.
So they travel quick.
Okay, but it was just so odd to me that at Phoenix, a game they finally lost, Brandon Ingram played all the way home. He played all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter and had another big game. You know, he had another 25 points, 10 of 19 from the field, but made both of his threes, played great in the fourth quarter, 4 of 7, 1 of 1 from the three-point line. And I had no indication. It wasn't like he was holding his arm or you know, like I couldn't see anything where it's like, uh-oh, something's going on with BI tonight. Nope. And then 2 days later, they're going to play the Clippers. It was 3 days later, 2 days later, Clippers at home. And all of a sudden they announce after the shoot around, oh, he's out tonight. Really? He's out? Because of what? Well, so they give us some fancy term, DVT, deep vein thrombosis. I don't know. I never even heard of that one before, but if it's blood clots, then that's serious.
Yeah, blood clots. They call them the silent killers.
Okay, well, it could be. So if that's going on, that's fine. I just have my suspicions of both B.I. and Lonzo because the Lonzo thing just drags on and on and on. And I hark back to the day that his father sat right here on Undisputed, and he just nuked Luke Walton.
Yeah.
He just burned the bridge completely to the ground and basically said, my son ain't playing for Luke Walton.
He announced it.
He turned my son into a loser. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
So that was the turning point. That was the last straw where Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss probably sat back and said, okay, this is not going to work. Somebody's going to have to go. Is it going to be Luke? Is it going to be Lonzo?
Yeah.
And I think they just made the call at that point, let's just shut it down for this because by then it was starting to teeter and then it fell completely off the map. And so Lonzo just turned his ankle over. It was at Houston. They just won at Oklahoma City, and they're in position to win at Houston.
Yes.
So I was seeing the kids do some nice things, right?
So was I.
Okay. And it went to overtime at Houston, and Kyle Kuzma kind of disappeared in overtime and then had a bad turnover at the end, or they might have won it in overtime. Okay. Were the Rockets teetering a little bit? Okay, I'll give you that. But still, the point was that Lonzo just turned his ankle over, and I keep telling you about how many times have I watched LeBron James just turn his ankle over, and he just kind of shakes it off, and he just keeps going.
Right.
And again, has he been Iron Man? He has been Iron Man.
Right.
Has Lonzo been Iron Man? He has not been Iron Man.
No.
He can be a little willowy and a little soft sometimes. And
He's made of paper mache.
Okay, he just might be. So is that going to be a problem going forward? It well might be. But the point is, it feels to me like there is some tanking going on here. And it's shocking to me because it's hard to compute in my psyche that a LeBron James team with LeBron still healthy and playing basketball is tanking.
And still playing at a high level. Don't leave that off.
All right, I'll give you that. He's still putting up those numbers. I don't know if I'll give you high level, but I'll give you the numbers.
27, 8, and 8.
Okay.
A season that Kobe Bryant has never had.
Right.
Michael Jordan has only had one of those such seasons, Jenny. Did you know that? As great as Michael Jordan is, he's only had one season in which he's had 8 rebounds, 8 assists in a season. And LeBron is playing trash and got that right now.
If you put Michael Jeffrey Jordan at age 34 on this team, there is no way it's missing the playoffs, even if he had missed 18 games.
Well,